the knowledge I gained and experience is still contributing to my personal and professional growth. And I'm very happy, Mr. Clef. Thank you very much because he was my tutor and he's still my tutor up till now. Thank you very much, sir. So I want to implore everyone in this call, on this call right now, I want to implore everyone that you should take this training seriously. Don't say it's because it is a scholarship. Take it seriously. If you are not clear on anything, ask questions from tutors. They will answer you. Always complete your assignment. That's very good. So you'll be able to learn more on yourself and don't be afraid to practice. Yes. So the knowledge you gain now will open new doors for you, will open new opportunities for you. Trust me. Thank you very much, Mr. Caleb. Thank you, everyone. And I wish everyone the best. Thank you.
So thank you. So yeah, thank you very much, Fitia. Her session probably actually shared proudly. I still am like she agreed to both stands, said I was a tutor and I still am a tutor. So I proudly acknowledge all the all the beautiful things she said about the training and both, the response of the teachers. It made me a little bit emotional. She almost got me there. And it's beautiful to see the impact of the training, in all honesty, and for her to say, okay, to open opportunities, trust me. For her to say, okay, trust me, that means if you know, you know. If you don't get it, forget about it. So, yeah, Silva, I want your experience. This is the last one, the last person after she just shares her experience from previous training. They'll move on from this. Silva is still alive. So thank you, Fitja, for sharing your experience from the previous training. Is Silva still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. As long as I can hear you, every other person can hear you too.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Silva, and I also participated in the last program. It was very helpful for me because at that time I just started my business and I really needed something to hold on to and to understand digital marketing properly. One thing I would give as an advice, I'm just trying to wrap up everything together or just do a round of summary. So one thing I would advise you should be do well to capture that same day. Because if you leave it and move to like you want to just leave it to maybe the next class, you're going to be so behind time. So I advise that you, whenever there's a class, attend the class, especially live class. If you can attend the class, it's more interactive. You get the opportunity to ask questions when you're confused and all. And I want to also say that you should be very, very intentional with this course because it's going to be very useful to you one way or the other. I think that's just all I have to say. And my benefits is I'm putting what I learned from the program from last time into use, and I must say that it's really paying off for me. Thank you so much. And also, we have like the best facilitator here. It makes sure that you catch up one way or the other. It gives room for questions. He just believes that there's learning opportunity for everyone and everyone can learn. So he's also patient, so they should be open-minded when this is coming to him. Thank you.
In the word of touch, it was established. He said I'm the best facilitator. I'm not the one that said. If I was the one that said it, I look like I'm just typing myself. But no, jokes aside, thank you so much for sharing your experience, Silva. I want us also listen to the advice that both of them shared. So Fetia, for example, actually, already got an internship opportunity, Silva, and she was very diligent with the classes and everything. So beyond them just coming to share their experience is to gain some insights from them because, Fetia, for example, including Silva, they did well during the last sessions that they joined in. So if Silva, for example, is saying it's better to be present in the class. That means there's something she experienced that makes her, that helped her come to that conclusion. And telling you that, or giving the general advice that if you miss a class, don't just let it stay so long before you go back and watch the video, because it might be hard for you to catch up. That's real. She's also sharing from our own experience too on that. So it's important that even if the C recordings will be available, you strive to be live in class, and then you take it seriously. So please, aside from experiences, we try our best to ensure that for the last session we gave good experience, and we're even looking to give in better experience for this cohort session. But more than that, they came to share things that could also help you, because they actually did well, right, for their own both of them did well from the last cohorts, and that's why they are also part of the persons being invited to share their feedback. So they are sharing survival tips, survival techniques. Like I would say, getting a scholarship is not the biggest thing actually. It's just the beginning, and it's general data everywhere. The more people that get started on the training, and the number of persons that end or complete that training. So it's just one part of the puzzle. It would take a level of commitment, to take a level of discipline, a level of doggedness to pull through, to be consistent, to stick through the process. So if you check right now, not everyone that's registered is even live on the call. Some would have to visit the replay and everything, but I'm just telling you how normal life starts works. So the fact that you've been granted scholarship, you've been awarded scholarship, you'll be learning these skills from different experts in different fields to begin with for free. It's something worth celebrating, right? And I'm already telling you congratulations. But I'm saying it doesn't mean that you already have the skill. All right, to really get the skill, you have to put in the work. You have to be diligent through the process as much as you're trying to ensure that you make this a beautiful experience for you too. So just say a word of affirmation to yourself. I want you to do this. So tell yourself, I'll commit to the end. And just try. Say I'll commit through. You just drop it on the Telegram chat. I'll commit through. And I'm trying to look out. So have I seen any posts? Oh, okay. Victor Collins is typing. Well, let's move forward to this. TeamSource Technologies is a technology company. Yeah, it's still do your personal commit effort just to help you do it with your mouth, with your hands, like typing it through, and hopefully to stick to your heart. I really wish it does, so that you make the most of this. So for TeamSource Technologies, let me just do a brief recap again on who we are. We are a technology company committed to helping individuals and organizations strive through technology. So provide professional technology training, like the type of experience in our enterprise software solutions. Sorry, let me catch my breath. We provide cloud and infrastructure services, cybersecurity solutions, digital transformation services. Actually, we have a website, teamsource.net. So you can just sit and see all that. Yeah, thank you, Victor Collins. You will commit through. In fact, I add amen for you. So and okay, which other person have said they will commit? You may not be like, say, okay, I ignore some people. Of course, I'll not call everyone, but I can see how last comments, Leobobo's commitment statements, Master Ansi's commitment statements are beautiful. So yeah, do. So for TeamSource Institute, we just exist simply to make practical job-ready tech skills accessible, removing the tuition barrier. So talents, not money, decide who gets to learn, or what discipline and goal. And during the last cohort onboarding session, I was sharing a story with them, how that's the first, I think, not the very, very first, but the first trainings I got around sales, digital marketing. As a digital marketer myself, was based on drive to just learn the skill and apply to my other skill as a graphic designer that I was at the time. But I ended up loving the digital marketing itself and just switched over completely. But So the first time I bought courses on it wasn't because I was looking at getting the certificates. No, I just wanted to learn how to get clients for myself to begin with. But the first training I actually went through that gave me certificates was from a scholarship that Bill Gates ran then during the pandemic session. And I was just imagining, you know, what if, he didn't pull the scholarship through at that time? Would I have been able to pay for those programs? There were LinkedIn learning programs and LinkedIn learning certificates from there. I think I did about 5 courses or 6. So it was a general scholarship at the time. It was made public, you know. He was concerned about the future after pandemic, so he just offered the scholarship in partnership with LinkedIn to make sure that people that are looking to, they just prepare themselves after the pandemic so they can get skills, they can get jobs, so that the economy, anything that happens in the economy will not really kill everybody like that. I'm saying extreme now. But I really benefited from that, and it just, makes this even special to me to see how I can help other people that might be at the point where I was then to also get trainings, even if they don't have the whole money to get started, the same money to get started. So we all know how expensive tech training is. So if you check some competitors, for you to get a standard tech training, aside from watching YouTube tutorials, playlist, having an instructor that will guide you, a structured curriculum, structured outline, is very expensive for somebody that is just planning to get started by themselves. But through the scholarship program, you are acting like 100% free, institution-free access to it. And like I said, it matters to me. It means a lot to me because of my own personal experience trying to get started with the first set of certifications that I got. It's like, okay, what if some other persons are in that same state I was at the time? I'm not be able to get, you may not have the funds, the cash required to access standard training programs, guidance, mentorship, and all of that would set them the right career path. So how do they also get that privilege if they don't also receive something like this? So it might not always be offering, scholarship programs forever. But when we do, something that also I'm interested in, I take personal, I also want to see people enjoy the privilege or anything that I've enjoyed in the past. So what makes us different is we have hands-on project-based curriculum, we have instructors who work in the field, not people who don't know what they're doing. So for example, I practice digital marketing in every way, both office and side office. So if someone is muted, please can, if someone is unmuted, you can mute yourself, please. So it doesn't echo back into my ears. So the people training on other courses, the DevOps instructor is a senior DevOps guy in his company, cybersecurity. These are people who work in the field, not people just coming to tell you different stuff. And you have access to mentorship compared to just watching random videos, online, small course mentorship. And there is a real progression pattern to advanced work. And we are intentional in the outline we've created and the curriculum we've designed and everything we've structured to make sure that we take you through a path to get to where you ought to get to after the training. And I hope I can be heard, please. Okay, thank you. So for month 1, we have the beginner class structure, foundational concepts across all 5 tracks. So the training structure is split into 2 months to begin with. We have Okay, let's get to the notification. We have the beginner class. I won't really call it beginner because it's not really beginner in that sense. So I prefer to use the term foundation. So like you said, foundational concept across all 5 tracks. 5 tracks refers to across all 5 courses, depending on the one you've chosen, whether it's data analytics, web development, digital marketing, DevOps, or data analytics. So there are guided exercises, projects, there are regular check-ins to track your project, and it ends with a foundation certificate assessment. So for the first month, 4 weeks. Now, I will just use the opportunity to chip this in from here. Although it's 100% tuition paid, you have to make payments for your certificates. All right, so at least we've tried. We have given you trainings, all right? We've access to instructors, we're giving you platform. There are other benefits I'll talk about that comes from you've sort of been, involved with this, and all you're saying is just to make payments for a certificate. So there is a certificate for the foundation class for the first month that ends with the certificate. And of course, even though we'll talk more about that and there'll be opportunities for you to ask all of your questions. The first one is 20,000 naira to begin with for the foundation certificate. And after the advanced class, there's a final certificate of 25,000 naira, both of them combined. You have two different certificates for each of them. So, and the instructors will be talking about what's the, what they'll be teaching. They'll, if there'll be time for that, share their curriculum, share their course outlines, even if not for too long, at least just breeze through their course outlines and their respective programs. Or we also have some, like right on this call, on this orientation session, we'll still have time where I revisit the pricing part about the orientation, the certificates rather, for both programs. And we are just clear on that if you have any questions. So for web developments, we are talking about building and shipping your websites. For digital marketing, if you have for digital marketing, say yeah. Of course you can tell. You can just tell when the MC is biased, when your facilitator is biased. When he has a bias, a clear and undenied bias. Of course, what else will I be more excited about? But all of these are very essential programs. There's DevOps, there's cybersecurity, there's data analytics. These are the tracks that you saw. I believe that you also in your application page when you're registering. And I know I'm just shouting now, but when other instructors Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sure that you could already type in that. Okay. Um Now I don't know at what point I got disconnected. Um, but I'm sure that I had not delved in so far. I had not gone so far from where I was at. But let me give me this opportunity to find out who and who was listening to what I was displaying and sharing. What was the last thing? Yeah, thank you, Silver. What was the last thing? What was the last thing anybody had me say? To be sure. All right. So feel free to. You don't even have to type. So we just save time. You can just come off the mic, one person per time. Please just share what was the last thing you had me say. Um. So I'm sure that we're on the right track. Paracleta, I see you're muted. You're trying to say something.
I didn't actually hear what you said.
You said we should say what you said last, or what? I don't
Something like
understand.
that. The last thing you heard before the disruption happened. Oh, Ola said bias. But who was speaking just now? So your name on Telegram doesn't appear to be like a real name, but I just want to know. It's beautiful. So you said something just now. Please unmute yourself again and just let me know your name.
Okay, my name is Antonia,
Yeah, Antonia.
and yeah,
All right, great. So I was asking what was the last thing you heard before the disruption, like before the break.
actually, I joined not too long ago. It's
Oh,
I guess I wasn't in the first section. If actually there was any disruption, wasn't there?
okay. So you're part of the people. Okay, let me skip that. But on that thing that I want to point out is it's good that we interact. Okay, the sound praise. Okay. So the sound praise sharing. Okay, beautiful. I'll just go and at least one person's have within. So, but like I encourage interactions. All right, and that's why I just asked Antonia to share name and everything. So if they're asking questions here in your various tracks, the instructor is teaching and he says, "Who is there? Can you hear me?" Don't just don't just go mute and missing. All right, thank you, Treasure. And okay, so don't just go mute and listen. It shouldn't be that you're not beginning to interact, you're not beginning to engage. That's part of the things that is expected from the onset. That's part of the things that we are demanding from you to begin with. Okay, you give this your time, you give this your attention, and when you are live during classes, you respond, you engage. You have questions, you ask. They ask questions, you answer, you give it a shot. At least, here you miss it, you be corrected. And this would aid your own learning process too. It's all part of, development in that sense. It would help you enjoy the program even more and better. So it's a good thing, and there is nothing to be shy about. Come off the mic, talk whenever there's an opportunity to, you know, if they're asking for it. So that's beautiful. I think we're talking about the outline. Maybe this was the last part of the screen that I want to be sure. So I hope I'm sharing my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right, thank you.
Yes, I
So
can
I'll go
see
on.
it too.
Right.
Yes, I
I
can
can
see the
see
So I'll
you.
go
screen.
exactly. These are how we do it at TeamSource Institute. This is how you should be responding. These are how we respond. All right. So okay. So let me take myself back a little. I was just talking about the different tracks that we have here, and then the next thing after that, since we all hit that, I mentioned that when the other instructors come, they might share their outline, if they're in for that and all of that. I'm sure they will. So this scholarship and certification model, this part that I was at before it was brought to my notice that all right, and that some of you might no longer be able to hear me, So this is fully covered by the scholarship, all tuition and class instruction, learning materials for both months, but you don't really get these learning materials until after you pay for the certificate for each program. All right, but you will not be restricted to accessing the class. But again, we also encourage prompt payments for the certificate. So the instructor support is covered by scholarship, meaning that if you have questions, like I just said, like not so long, like now, acts please be active, take the most of this. All right, this advantage is the benefits, 100% scholarship. Take the most of this. All right, ask your question, you have access to the course community, you interact with people, you make friends, you learn. All right, it's fully covered by the scholarship. But then your own responsibility is the certificate fee. That's the 20,000 naira for the foundation certificate. And after you pay the certificate, it's the certificate for the first month that unlocks access to the next month, because they are actually different courses. And like you would experience by yourself, because we are not charging you to begin the learnings, right? You're accessing the trainings immediately. Classes, starting after the orientation session, all of those details will be communicated to you as we go on. So you start the trainings, but they are rich. It's not just, all of the classes are rich. Lesson materials, lesson notes, things packs that we're trying to impact you with for the first month to begin with. So you get certified for the digital marketing foundations, for example, or for the DevOps foundations, or for the data analytics foundations, or for the cybersecurity. So for that first month, at the end of the first month, it's expected that you pay for the certificate, which is 20,000 naira. You can choose to do it before the end of the training, which also urge you to, as expected, to start. You can be open to start making payments for it upfront, like right now. Huh? Yeah, you can also, yes, my colleague just bring it to my notice that you can also pay in bits. All right. And normally it's not all right, but it will not be something that I would have been considered enough, but just to understand that some persons might not really be able to afford the 20,000 naira at one payment. So we thought about that and just say, okay, you can pay in bits to just get it before the month's end multiple times. So at least, it's not looking like a bulk load for like too much at the end of the month for you to pay to continue your training for the advanced part. What you're paying for is not the training necessarily, it's the certificate. All right, the classes, you're attending classes for free, or you pay for a certificate to get other materials. So then for the advanced certificates, after the advanced training, so there's the certificates for that, which is 25,000 naira. All right, so this is what gives you scholarship sustainable. It also signals your own commitment to finish, and this gives you access to free mentorship after training. Because believe me, like, for example, Steve, I was sharing, you you are building a direct relationship between instructors, meaning that you can always come back to ask questions. If you're able to build that relationship and keep in touch whenever you're stuck along your career path, and the same way you're trying to make progress in their career path, they are already in it before you are coming in. They are also making progress. It would give you that kind of leverage that any relationship can give you, that you can make out of it. It depends on you. So you heard Fitia when she was saying he was my instructor, and he is still he is still, she was using present tense. That was for several reasons though. He's still, why? Because that's the truth. That's the truth. Even after the training, you reach out and you still have that relationship ongoing as regard the course, the training program. So it gives you access to that. And we also have partnership programs with different HR companies that we are looking at, also getting more of those partnerships into the pipeline. Things we are actively working. It's something that we are actively pursuing to do in our to-do list, and we're already begun. We already have made some progress on that already. We already have, and we're looking to clear that even more. Partner with HR companies so that we can secure internship placements for some of you, and we already have this sorted out for some of you, for most already, depending on your performance. So beyond the training, you're also getting internship placements in different companies, some based on the influence of your instructors, based on the partnership that the company TeamSource Technologies has with other HR companies that we are securing, and all of that, to ensure that when they need openings, they are reaching out to us, and then we are recommending you. But this thing is limited to those that it's not for everybody. Those that are serious with classes and that have paid for their certificates. Only programs, so you've paid for your certificates. I've paid for their certificate. So like I said, you can make your payments for certificates upfront. You don't have to wait till the end of the first month. And if you are going to be paying it in bits, you can start doing that, along the way till, if that would make it easier for you. So you get to the end of the month. But again, it's not going to stop you from attending classes, your first class to begin with, or your second class, but you're not just going to make progress to the advanced level if you don't make progress, you don't pay for the foundation class. And again, it's not just a thing to get money out of you. You would experience yourself that actually the first month, the foundation is actually worth getting certified for, because you'll be learning a lot from the program. And for the last session, let me bust your bubble, because we call this foundation program. You might think it's just something cheap and casual. For the previous cohort, stability. The only program available was digital marketing for scholarship. Now we're adding more courses, we're adding more tracks, and the only certificate given was for the foundations. All right, and you can hear from the previous participants, their testimonies, how impactful it was. The foundation program, just a 1 month training. So the testimonies, the people that came to share their experience, their testimonies, how they have been impacted, what their experience was, the foundation program. All right, so imagine, so it's not just a bit to extort you or anything like that. If you wanted to, would have done that. We've given you a full scholarship to begin with, so it's what's paying for, and it's what's paying for from the onset from today to begin with. So the second month is the advanced training program, a different outline. You'll be learning different things, not a repetition of what you've learned in, during the foundation, and you also be getting certified for that. So a different certificate, you have to pay for that as well. So with that being said, again, I've said all of this, so no need to repeat them. So their expectations, like I've said, your attendance, you have to join every live session. You have to notify facilitators ahead of any absence. All right, 3 unexcused absences may affect your certification. So you have to take this seriously. You don't just, the fact that you are even listening to these trainings for free to begin with is because of the scholarship program. And the only thing we're telling you to do is to pay for the certificate. All right, so because it's scholarship, don't think that it's cheap. No, it's costing us to run this from the beginning. It's costing the instructors to devote their time to this, to make sure that they are showing up, giving you their best. I'm giving you my best for my own students, and from the back end, behind the scenes, even in the organization, the planning, making sure everything, the coordination goes smoothly. We are putting a lot of efforts into this. So you have to make sure we don't want you to just treat it casually because it's a scholarship program. So if you are going to be absent, you notify your facilitator ahead, your instructor ahead, your facilitator ahead. Sure, an excuse absence may affect certification. So please take this very seriously and complete your weekly assignments. So you're going to be given assignments every week. You're engaged in class exercises. You ask questions early. All right, not at the deadline. This is very common. Not on the day you're expected to submit your assignment. You're not asking, what is the question? What is the question again? On the day you're submitting the day you're expected rather to be submitting, you're now coming back to find out clarity about the question. Come on. All right. So advancing to month 2, you have to have completed your course, your month 1 coursework, the foundations program coursework, pass your beginner assessments. I've paid the 20,000 naira certificates fee rather to be able to advance to month 2. So it's important that if that would be they need to start working on it from now. All right, again, this is for your certificate, and I think we've talked about that, how that is 100% tuition scholarship and not paying for training. What you're responsible for is your certificate fee, and we try now. You can read the rest by yourself. It's on your screen. Well, let me just help you. It's a certificate fee, 20,000 at the end of the beginner class to certify and to move to advanced, and 25,000 for your final certificate. It shows that you're serious and so keep this program sustainable for us to keep offering it free. And a lot of efforts are being put, is put into this. So you pay 20,000 certificate fee, and your advanced one. So at the end of month, so you pay for the advanced certificate, 25,000 naira, and we are good. So this is how we reach out to you, and this is how you reach out to us as we progress. There is a cohort group which I'm very sure all of you are already in. Daily announcements, questions, peer supports. All right, so you would always have those announcements here on the called WhatsApp group. And for the emails, we have your emails. You have been receiving our emails already. If you have not received any official mail at all, you have not seen any mail from someone called Caleb@TeamSource.net, just indicate, all right, because that's one of our official methods for reaching out. Any mail at all, any official mail, we want to be able to reach out to you via mail. So we need to make sure that your mail is working. If you have not received any mail, check your spam. There's a place called spam in your inbox so that you don't ask too much questions and I play too much. But you go there and you check. Yes, how you do it. You move the Gmail. Most of us are using Gmail. Gmail gives you the opportunity to move a message from spam to inbox. right? So we want to make sure that when you send your message, you almost send your mails, you are receiving them in your inbox in case, but I doubt that any of you would have received a message in your spam. But if you have not received any email at all, you can just reach out. You can drop a message at the end. It's important that we are able to reach out to you when we want to pass information. And if you see any mail from at teamsource.net, open it, read it. Then be sure that someone's not sharing something I'm not seeing. So sorry. Yeah, what happened before on that one? Wanted to repeat itself. This one was a technical glitch, or just emphasizing how that is important for us to be able to reach out to you when we want to. Mm. So, you guys can still see my screen, right? I hope I can still be seen. I'm sorry, I want to be sure. Okay. So please, like I said, can you still hear me? I just want quick feedbacks, like real life interaction. Can I still be heard, please?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who just spoke now?
That's Ọlọ́run tó bá Isaac.
Olorun.
Ọlọ́run tó bá Isaac.
Olorun Toba Isaac. It's beautiful. Like
Isaac, yes.
yeah, Isaac, yeah, beautiful. So I like it's important that again, let me just add this. All right. So you strive to build personal connections, personal relationships. What do I mean by that? Just yes, even though it's virtual, the training is virtual. You are talking with real people. All right, your instructor is a real human being, not a robot. All of your instructors are. So I like building personal relationships with people, reaching out to people as individuals, treating them as same. So if you come on board, if you ask this, and I was like, okay, and I always like, what's your name? Why? Because I want you to. There has to be that personal touch, human touch, that connection. You know, it also it's your learning progress. And back to what I was saying. So if you have not been receiving the mail, please ensure you reach out. It's important that you are available to receive any information when we are passing out that information that it gets to you, when we are passing out any announcements, and you're not like, where is this announcement? Where is it coming from? I observe something on the general WhatsApp group. Some persons are asking questions. Where's your orientation? This, that, this, and thank God for some other students that just copy. I saw what one did. I think that was Solomon. Just copied the email that was sent to him that has the answer to those questions and just pasted it to the group. Now that mail was sent to almost everybody. Almost everybody, and we're still asking questions about what has been sent to you in your mail. So anytime you see a mail from TeamSource.net, just click on it, open it, so we communicate to you because it's important. And that channel that you'll be receiving information from is the Telegram channel. So do well to paste session assignment, just check, and the facilitator office hours. You can reach out to your facilitator directly. In case you don't know, don't worry, you get to know. He will reach out to you too, and your instructors too. All right, so that's how we reach out to you and how you can reach out to us as well. So it's important. I did not tweet our on enough. I did not tell you that TeamSource, we are partners with Microsoft, HP, Hawaii, Soho, Quest, and so forth. So other OEMs and AWS, and that's why we are qualified to provide this training to you. I think that as I'm telling you these things, you should be just clapping where you are, where you are at, and now say it doesn't look like all we do is work and we don't play. I just want to do a quick icebreaker session. All right, so it's info. We're about wrapping up with this. All right, very soon. Just jump in. Just before we move on to the next session, I just want us to get to know each other. This will be via voice. Not everybody's just very, very, very short. Depending on the first person to just is bold enough to come on board, so on mute, and just interact with this icebreaker session. So, if you can see your screen, I just want you to explain in one word how excited you are to start this program. All right, so who wants to jump on this first? Before things, gosh, a call coming in, we have to take this call. So, who wants to jump on this icebreaker session with me to begin with, participate first? So, can you see the 4 questions? So, it's about us getting to know each other on this. That's, I don't want to assume for you. So,
I'm very excited.
okay, beautiful. Hannah, your name is Hannah.
Yes, Hannah Emmanuel.
Hannah Emmanuel. So how did I know your name? Have I met you before? All right. I think it's obvious from your Telegram username.
Yeah.
So think about yourself 6 months from now. Where do you see yourself based off the track that you're enrolling for 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself?
Okay, so I applied for digital marketing. So in 6 months, I see myself as a professional digital marketer who will be able to help brands.
You applied for digital marketing?
Yes. So I see myself as yes.
Oh, beautiful. I like people that apply for digital marketing. I don't know why everybody did not just apply for digital marketing. I don't know why they went to. Of course, it's okay. I'm just being biased because digital marketing is also. But nonetheless, that's beautiful. So you see yourself what? Please go on.
In 6 months' time, as a professional digital marketer who will help brands and businesses build successful online campaigns, which can in turn become profits for these brands and sales for businesses.
What a goal. What a goal. This is a goal only digital marketer can have. All right. Don't worry. Instructors are coming, so they would also pepper me too if they will. Back to the 3rd question. So if you could have any superpower while learning, what would it be and why? If you could have any superpower while learning.
Okay, if I could have
any superpower while learning, what would it be? Yeah.
It would be to be able to grab everything I'm taught at a particular time. Like if I'm being told this, let me just get it, and once I apply it, it just works.
Sharp. Hope you not use school by. So okay, your go-to movie series or song when you need to relax or recharge. Do you have a go-to movie series or song when you need to relax or recharge?
Okay, not really. Okay, but like if I was to pick a movie, I'll go for Game of Thrones because I've watched that several times, so I can watch it over and over and over again.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for participating in the icebreaker. Of course,
that's
beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't know if I should do mine. I won't be able to take everyone, but then who else wants to jump over? At least let me just one person for the icebreaker.
Okay. Can I?
Yeah, you can, of course.
Okay, my name is Isaac. I've introduced myself earlier, so I'm very excited to be part of this thing, to start my training.
Okay, 6 months from now, where do you see yourself?
Yeah. 6 months from now, because I choose data, the course data analyst. So 6 months from now, I'm seeing myself like because I have a greater plan. Apart from working for other organization, I'm planning to develop my own organization. So I see myself like a professional analyzing data for both people and myself, trying to scale the ladder of becoming a unicorn. That's just my big dream.
Okay, beautiful. So if you could have any superpower while learning, what would it be and why?
That would be, can I choose two?
You want two superpower? Only one superpower, no do you? Give one. Let's see if you could have any. All right.
So
Please go on.
if I could get a superpower while learning, that would be the enhanced comprehension ability, the ability to comprehend whatever I'm taught and make my own conclusion and like a glimpse of another method that will suit me better, make me understand it better.
Beautiful. Okay, and yes, nice dreams for you. I think we'll, both of you that have spoken have nice ambitions for your 6 months. Then your go-to movie, series or
Everyone,
song.
good afternoon. My name is Goodnight.
Okay, good to I'm not a movie person. I don't usually watch movie, but when it comes to song, I like music a
Yeah,
lot. So
that's a good song. Yeah, for
my
relax.
go-to music should be Asha. That's my favorite musician, Asha.
You have a particular song of
And
Asha that is
sometimes
your
I read novels. Okay, I like you, I love her song, but the one I like listening to most is Jailer.
okay. Jila. For okay, that's
Jailer.
beautiful.
Yes.
All right, so maybe we'll just pick one more,
And
then
I
we'll move
also
out.
like reading novels too sometimes, but I don't do movies.
Yeah. We'll take one more, then we'll move out of the icebreaker session. So well, someone was reacting. I heard you. You're muted. You're already saying something, but then you muted yourself. So who wants to jump on this before we move out from the icebreaker session? I could go through mine, but okay. So if I would let me just take, I was supposed to do this first for calling that person's story, but just as a sample. But in one word, how excited I am to start this program. Both as an instructor, as a facilitator. That one word has to think hard. How excited! How excited! I'll use a super duper. In fact, that is cheat. It's like two words in one. Super duper excited. And then think about yourself 6 months from now. Where do you see myself? Wow. I see myself driving revenues for big brands and at least, 7 figures, 6 figures in USD, 7 figures USD, 6 months from now, 7 figures, and maybe one of those big brands should even be my own. So, this is dream. So, and if you could have any superpower while learning, what would it be and why? Let me see what while teaching since I'm instructing. And if I could have any superpower while learning, if I was learning, what would it be? Well, it would be the ability to know everything before the instructor even teaches it, before it is avoiding. I already know it. So know it and know it beyond. So what will be my go-to movie, series, or song for relaxation? Do I have a go-to movie? No, I don't have a go-to movie, but yes, I use movies for relaxation. So maybe I'll just jump on song. Do I have a go-to song for relaxation? I love music a lot, but selecting one particular one for relaxation right now can be hard. Alright, but it would be which one comes to mind right now? Maybe it's just be one song from Song Music, if anybody has ever heard about that brand, and that any song from Song Music, that's my favorite band. All right, so that's just a quick demo. I was supposed to do that, so I owe you one to do one before I'm demanding one from you. But maybe we'll just move on so that we save time for the icebreaker session. I wanted one more, but I want us to get the most. I don't want you to become too overwhelmed before that time. And that's true. I think I go a tree. I did mine, so that's it. That's true. I completed 3% share the icebreaker session. So meet your tutors. Is there any tutor? Please let me confirm. So please help me confirm that the tutors are present. So they just share their. You just get to meet the ones that are live right now, and they talk about their courses, what they have to offer. I think Mr. Ola is live. Please, if you can you unmute, Mr. Ola?
Hello, can you hear me?
No, hear you. Then Mr. Paul Clinton, you're live, right?
Yes, this is Ola. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So please go on. They want to meet you. These are our students present for orientation. Just go through. And Mr. Tosin. Is Mr. Tosin live? I saw him not too long. Okay, Benson, that Mr. Ola, just go and introduce yourself. Just tell us if you have your course out and you want to share some things about what you'll be teaching us in the training program briefly. You can just do that, please.
Okay. Good day, everyone. My name is Tair Adele. You can call me Ola. So I'm popularly known as
Okay, like they usually say in radio, we've lost you, Sal. That's what I see. That's how I see it. MC8. We've lost you. We can no longer hear you. But pending to that, I think Chinyere is here. Miss Chinyere. While I think Mr. Ola is having technical issues, that's understandable from where he's at.
Can you hear me
Currently,
now?
yes, okay, you're back. We can hear you at some point. You stopped hearing you, so I just was already calling on. So please go on. Just share briefly what we'll be
Okay.
learning. Give us how excited you are about receiving us. Those are your students.
All right. My name is Mr. Ola. I'm excited to be part of this boot camp. Good day, everyone, once again. I can say welcome. I can welcome you as future data analysts, right? I've seen some of you drop your goals. Someone like Isaac, Blessing, and Esther. I read through them and they were really captivating. So I'm excited to be the one guiding you through achieving your goals. So over the next 4 weeks, this is a beginner-friendly course. So I will teach you how to collect, clean, analyze, and present data while developing the mindset of a data analyst. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, you can just drop comments.
Yeah, I can hear you. So thank you for sharing that. I don't know if you're done or you want to go ahead.
Yeah, I have a few more to say. So why data analysis? So every industry relies on data to make better decisions. Data analysts transform raw data into usual insights. That's what we do. So in this course, you will build a strong foundation in Excel, SQL, and analytical thinking. So the course structure goes thus. Week 1, you're going to learn about Excel, foundations and Excel. Week 2, we're going to dive into data cleaning and statistics. Week 3, we're going to be introduced to SQL queries. And week 4 will be about visualization and capstone project. So I urge you to be always present in the live classes as mentioned by Caleb, because each week builds on the previous one. So if you miss 1 week, it might be difficult for you to catch up. So thank you very much for having me. I hope to get to know you all well very soon.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ola. Thank you. So you can see that Mr. Ola is very ready for us. He's already telling us that. Congratulations. Start considering yourself as a data analyst. Sharp. Give me assurance. Start considering yourself. Right, Ms. Chinyere, please go ahead. So, can you hear me? Are you here, please?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So, I am Chinyere Uchangu, a cybersecurity professional with a focus on the defensive part of cybersecurity. And I'm currently working as a SOC analyst in one of the cybersecurity companies in Lagos. And in this program, I'll be taking the cybersecurity track. Throughout the period of this 1 month, we will cover the fundamentals of cybersecurity, the networking fundamentals, why there is a need for cybersecurity professionals like us, the basics of cybersecurity, and we're also going to understand how the internet works, how the networks communicate, and yes, the need for cybersecurity. And we'll also cover some beginner-friendly labs that will help you become familiar with some concepts in cybersecurity. Then, as time goes on, we are going to that's when the 1 month um, foundational period of cybersecurity, the training is over. We are going to transition to a more advanced classes and lab exercises where we are going to explore the phishing simulations, malware analysis, vulnerability assessments, log analysis and detection, and virtually more advanced labs. This will help you get familiar with real-world scenarios or challenges in cybersecurity. And also, the good part is you don't have to have a BS in cybersecurity for you to follow along or to understand most of the things we're going to do here. Just come as you are, come prepared, come with curiosity, determination, and an openness to learn, and it's going to become very easy for you to follow along. So I look forward to seeing you all and to meeting you all. Yes, that's me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Kinnear. I'm so excited. You heard what she said. Whether if you have any experience as around cybersecurity prior to now or not, she's a stock analyst in one of cybersecurity firms in Lagos. So she's going to guide you through the process, get you there. I'm so excited for all of you actually. Both digital marketing, non-digital marketing. I just, everybody. All right, Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul Clinton.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please just go ahead, share what you have for us. How excited, cybersecurity. They're already having hype people in the comment section. Someone's already saying can't wait. All right, please go ahead, Mr. Paul.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's really nice to finally meet everybody. My name is Paul Clinton, and I'll be your front-end developer or development instructor for the next 1 month, which is the first phase. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to everybody who decided to take this bold step. And I'm actually proud and happy for every one of you, because this opportunity will actually open doors worldwide. And thanks to TeamSource for actually giving everybody this opportunity. So for this journey, in the next 1 month, right, I'll be taking you on a journey of learning from the basics of HTML, which is the front for web development. Taking you on the journey of learning the basics of HTML, CSS, to building interactive web applications with JavaScript, and then we'll journey into modern front-end development with React, Next.js, TypeScript, Tailwind, and the likes. But most importantly, you will learn how to think like a developer, not just write code. That is what I am about. It's not just having to come and know the syntax or know how to write 1,000 line of code. That that doesn't really do much. But knowing how to think as a developer is the most amazing thing, and that's something that I'll be bringing to everybody or anybody who is doing web development, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. And also, I also have a surprise for everybody as well who is also doing web development, and that is bringing us all or bringing us into the world of AI. Knowing that AI is a tool and we use AI as our core programmer as well, not just something we are depending on, but a tool that would help us, with our productivity and the likes. So I'm excited. I'm actually pretty excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Paul Clinton. And Mr. Tosin was here, Mr. Tosin Bamdele. I saw him present. Oh, okay, yes, he's still here. Mr. Tosin, can you hear me? I see you're unmuted right now, but I'm not able to hear you yet. So please, if you can, maybe using your AirPods, and you're not picking your voice or something. but I'm not able to hear you yet.
Hear me?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, thank
Please
you,
go.
thank you so much. Um, Thanks to TeamSource for this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me myself to talk. It's an opportunity for learners also. Yeah, so what I'll be taking you guys through, the DevOps and computing, basically. So it's a 8 weeks bootcamp. It's 4 weeks for beginners, and 2 weeks for. So I believe you have a couple of participants that are in track for DevOps. Right? So what is DevOps? I believe you already know, right? So this program is just basically to take you from a foundational computing and then take you through to the advanced level, right? Infrastructure, automation, real world deployments. Um, Also, when we get to the advanced track, we're going to cover things like containerization, cloud infrastructure. Beginner's track, we'll just focus on the foundational aspect. That's the GitHub and the rest, the cloud computing, Linux. It's Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one. Excited to be on this track with you guys. Um, Let's start also with you guys. Yeah, so a bit of on my own portfolio. I'm a senior DevOps engineer with over 5 years of experience. I've built and managed infrastructure for some of the key core banking applications that are in Nigeria. So, Momo PSB 2.0, 2.0, Rover UK is a subsidiary of FCMB. Yeah, so I worked on those projects. So it would be nice and amazing sharing my skill with you guys and I'm pouring to you guys also, and then also probably even learning from you guys too. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tonsi. Just an amazing, amazing man. Let me even drag me with you. Um, I wish your network was breaking a bit when I don't know. I'm not sure it's the network. I don't know if it's network or the device. I don't know. I can't tell. So I wish that Pio could hear your portfolios, your amazing portfolios you mentioned. You know, the number of years of experience he has on the role, the platform that he worked on. He mentioned Momo PSB 2.0 and all of that. So these are amazing. Amazing track records that he has. And it's just like very, very humble opportunity looking to learn from you. All right, that's amazing. So all of but I understand that during this orientation session, you know, there might be glitches in communication. You might have not been able to hear some of these things well. So don't worry, we thought ahead of that. The course outline are already prepared in documents format, and you would have them. All right, so you know your course outline. All that we've shared with you, you see them. You'll be able to read through. You'll be able to, they'll be shared with you. You'll be able to interact with your instructors too after the orientation session, even during your class. So and it's beautiful to have everyone here. And I'll just go on to say that I am the digital marketing instructor. I think it should be obvious by now. I'm also a digital marketing instructor. I also have a colleague here on the call to Mr. Larry by name. He's also in charge of facilitating the program, and you've been seeing him actively in the group commenting as well, reaching out and just providing direction and guidance. So the classes are going to be recorded, for each of the classes. If you've created an account on our website, you'll be given access to the course on the website. So from the website, you'd be able to access the recordings over time, but we are not big on that because we want you to be, it's not like we won't get it done, but we want you to be present. And remember, there are sanctions for not being present in the physical classes. Present, meet your tutors, meet your instructors, have one-on-one, have one-on-one relationship with them, participate in class, learn. Like, Mr. Ola also mentioned, and you heard from the previous participants that shared their testimonies, how that when you miss one class, trying to catch up, it start becoming difficult. So for the class schedules, each of you would have a group based on the course you registered for, like a community on WhatsApp split across. So both of you be based on the program based on the program you registered for, you'd be in that particular group. So your instructor will be there with you as well, as long both myself and the other facilitator for the program. We are the one representing, we are all representing TeamSource on this. The instructor was myself, the other facilitator, and to make sure that everything works out well for you. What I'm trying to say is that we'll be able to reach out to you, for example, for the cybersecurity training program, your schedules and all of that will be communicated to you. The flexibility, it's the general standard is 2 times per week for all the courses, 2 sessions per week, and those 2 sessions 2 hours each. We'll be giving materials, there'll be lesson notes prepared, and I'm just urging you to make the most of this. So as much as the classes will be live, we'll be recording it because, just in case of necessity, we understand that you might have challenges. If there is a very, very legit reason why you may have missed one class, that's the importance of creating your accounts on our e-learning website, institute.teamsource.net. So we'll give you access to the course that you've registered for on our website as well. So you'll be able to visit the recordings for each of those classes. After the classes, we'll work on the videos, you upload them back to the website. So you'll be able to go through the videos at your own pace. Maybe you missed something in the class and you just want to go back, trying to do your assignment to find out, okay, how do I solve this? How do I solve that? And watch the video and you'll be clear on that. So we're making this a seamless experience for you. The course materials for each of the lessons will be given to you too for free when you make payments for your certificates to add for that. But the videos, you have access to it right away. You have access to your course as though you've paid for it on the website right away as well. So further instructions, your instructor will be in touch with you. If there'll be any shifts, for example, in your cybersecurity classes, your instructors in the group should communicate to you to say, okay, we're adjusting the schedule for this week. I'm just giving an example, okay? You heads up and everything. So it's important that you engage, you participate. So as for my digital marketing students, I have pleasant surprises for you. I'll say yeah. And now, so there's so much to be covering from the foundations, copyrights and all the digital marketing channels. So digital marketing really is about, Facebook advertising, meta advertising, ad tracking and reporting, targeting, audience profiling. In case what I'm saying is something like gibberish, so you don't worry, you understand. You not even start saying them. I think I was talking with Silva not so long ago. She was telling me, oh, some of these terms I wasn't even aware of them. It was during the class, and I've been doing some of them. I didn't even know there were terms associated to them. And you see, these are the things that somebody's just giving me ginger there. Somebody's reacting to what I'm saying with fire. Hope it's a digital marketing student that is hyping. All right, so let me leave that out and then we'll just move on from this. I would share the outline. All right, I'm trying to also make sure that I save as much time as on this as possible. But you are in for a very beautiful experience, and we are trying to make it a very seamless experience at that, to make it very beautiful, very structured, very organized, very considerate of things that can happen. But then discipline, you have to bring that discipline as well. You have to bring that seriousness, to that readiness to learn from your end, so that we can all make the best and achieve the goal for this. So now we're on the Q&A session. Please bring your questions in if you have questions. And so I expect that you have questions. This is the point. This is the moment. This is the time for you. It's your time. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Glory.
Okay, welcome, Glory.
Yes, so I applied for cybersecurity.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
you apply for cybersecurity.
So my question, I was trying to ask the question in the group, but they said I should bring it here. I was trying to ask, when is the class kicking off, and How many days in a week will the class be held? Thank you.
Here, I answer generally for all courses. Now we have 2 sessions in a week, except your instructor didn't fit otherwise. But standard is two classes per week, 2 days in a week, and those each session 2 hours each. It can, but that's what is scheduled. That's what we've mapped out to cover all our plans. So that's sufficient enough for it, and to give you that good experience that you need to have. But if there is, it's possible if a class stretch beyond 2 hours, that's most likely unplanned. But yeah, but what we've set out 2 hours per session, 2 sessions rather per week. I hope that covers your question. And the other one for when your class is starting, class at beginner's support, you'll be, like I said, the first thing is that you'll be put in your various groups, in the community. So greater information will be given to you from your instructors and your personal instructors when classes are beginning next week. But it's a general group, so it's not like one person's reading any secret message. You will all see it, all right, in your various groups. Did I answer your question, please? All right. Who else has any other
I have
question?
a question too.
Please go on.
So you mentioned a beginner certificate for 20,000, advanced for 25. So I wanted to ask, the both certificates, is it for same course?
Yes. It's for the same course, and
so we can choose to pay for either, or how is it done?
No, you have to pay for both. So actually, the word beginners there is, I will call that a mistake. That has to be rephrased, and as we go on, we'll just stick to the word foundations. But again, it's all encompassing. Whether you're a beginner just getting started, you can come on board. But if you've had any experience about digital marketing prior to now, and you come and you experience the first session, you understand why it's something that is more than just a beginner's program. All right, so the foundations, like I said, why are you confused? I know I've answered your question on how that they are both separate certificates, digital marketing foundations. So let me give myself as an example. I'll share my own story back. For example, you can have at least, let's say, I can safely say I have 5 certificates around digital marketing. All of them are different. I have one on Google Analytics. I have one on and both of them are on, different titles, but all of them are still under the umbrella of digital marketing. So digital marketing is very broad to begin with. So almost digital marketing functions, it's covering the certificate is covering the things that was covered during that first 1 month. That's what is stated that you have learned. They are certifying you. So for the next month, there are different aspects of digital marketing that we are covering. The certificate is for those other areas. We are not certifying you in those other areas as well. I don't know if it makes any sense to you right now.
Yeah, it does. So I have another question. So if we paid for the beginner certificate, and then we couldn't pay for the other certificate, are we still going to take that course and not have the certificate, or we have to pay for the certificate to get the other advanced course?
Okay, so now I like that. Let me first of all say it now that this is the kind of question I've been waiting for. I like money questions. Very, very.
Yes.
very, very no, there's actually about money soon. So, okay, I played too much. But now, the first one, if you make the payments for the first course, you have to make the payment for the first certificate to actually progress to the advanced. Isaac is reacting. Good enough. But after you make the first payments, you don't have to, like I said, the training comes before, you don't have to make the payments immediately for the next certificate. All right. So once you make the 20,000 naira, for example, you resume classes for the advanced level. So it's after the advanced level that, that will not be the deadline for you to make the payments for the advanced level certificate. I don't know if you understand how I mean.
Okay, that's a relief. All right, then. It's clear. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. But let me just emphasize why there is a need to make payments for the advanced certificate. As much as we'll not tell you and say, okay, we're not saying make payments first before you proceed with the class, because we already said it's 100% tuition-free scholarship, so we're charging you for certificates, right? That's why we're giving that you are going through the classes, then the certificate comes last, you're making payments for it. Even if, like I said, you are expected to start making payments for it, like right now, all right, you can start making payments right ahead, like even in bits, if you cannot make the payment at once. But for the advanced program, for the second month, for example, the certificates also gives us that seal that you have been certified, you are a student, you've gone through, you've learned what you came in here to learn. And when we are trying to recommend you based on the things that we've certified you on. So we'll not certify you for an advanced opportunity. We'll not recommend you for an advanced opportunity if it comes knocking, when what we certified you for is a foundation opportunity. As much as it's good to get one, it's good to get both. I don't know if you get how I mean. So more than the certificate, yeah, other benefits, like I've said before, associated with getting certified with the program. Number one is the recommendations, the internship placements you're working around, job placement opportunities that can come around that we want to have you on board for. But yeah, Solomon, there will be opportunity to ask your questions, but we cannot refer you for an opportunity that we have not certified you for. So as much as you can, after getting the first certificate, still get the other certificate. So if it's a role, if it's an internship placement that needs combined skill from both what you've learned from your foundations, which will be teaching you, we are not holding anything back, teaching you enough. But of course, opportunities would many times you demand both from your foundations and what you build in the advanced session. So you want to make sure that you have certified you on both levels, so that you can be fully referred to and take advantage of that. And again, personally, even as an instructor myself, so another advantage that comes from, and I even give students, is mentorship sessions for those that have paid for their certificates. So persons like that shared their testimony from the last session, like Fitia and Silva, Silva, and they actually, I have that structure in mind to reach out to them to keep providing mentorship along that digital marketing knowledge. We just have that relationship locked in forever. So it's an exclusive thing. The relationship doesn't have to end with, the training doesn't really have to end with this particular cohort. After the cohort, you can lock in, and that one too can also be another form of opportunities that can come as a result of our relationship, guidance in the career paths as well, answering questions that they may have, challenges that they may have along the line. And there's a whole lot that comes from there, and I'm just trying to state them. And to add to that, our certificate is actually very, very verifiable from our website. You'll be given the certificate's ID, and you'll be given a certificate ID that you can also go to our website to vet, which go to our website to vet and just put in your certificate ID. So it's something that a recruiter can always validate from anywhere, any part of the world, with the ID placed on the certificate, just by putting it in. So I've mentioned how the fact that our website, the certificate is verifiable, how that it opens you to internship placement opportunities, how that it gives you, for example, yes, and I'm working with all the other instructors to do that, like lifetime, almost like a lifetime mentorship per se, in that sense. But I want to be careful so I'm not exaggerated. A lifetime mentorship, at least for my students, lifetime mentorship session guaranteed. We are getting exclusive help aside from just being a student of TeamSource Institute. Now, someone is asking a question of what does the scholarship cover. There was a slide dedicated to this question completely, a slide dedicated to this question completely. But all right, maybe I'll just go back there and open it up. Let me go and see if you have more questions down there in the comment section. So I see if I can just do a group answering. Sorry, I missed the parts. What are we paying? Okay, let me calm down. Someone's asking when is the program starting, and how do we know ourselves and class advice in cybersecurity? So like I said, the program is beginning next week. All right, I'll go through the questions that are commented. I'm just starting from the one on top, one after the other. And I'll do now self-standard class advice. So like I said, you added to separate groups based on the tracks that you registered for. So you will definitely get to know yourself. We'll sort that out for you. All right. We'll sort that out for you. We'll sort you out, place you in a group based on the course that you registered for. Cool. And or, but yes. So secondly, your class advisor will be present once you have been sorted out in those separate groups that we have. Would put further communication. So there'll be messages sent to indicate who your instructor is, if we'll be selecting class reps based on your numbers and any other structure that should be put in place. All of that will be communicated in your unique groups, your different groups for different tracks, not on the general group. So you just hold on, just chill. You'll be added to a separate group, not the general one, based on the track that you registered for. So this one asking, I missed the payments part. What are we paying for? God of Caleb. Like I'll fondly say, I've been shouting since I make payments for, okay, let me be nice. All right, so sorry. Okay, you're actually going to make payments for your certificates. Let me go back in my slides. So this is what you are making payments for. You are making payments for your certificate, beginner certificate, 20,000 naira. And somebody is asking, what is the scholarship covering? Please look at this slide. I'm opening this slide. This slide is totally dedicated to you and to other people that have the same questions with you. So dedicated to you. So fully covered by the scholarship, all the tuition. So we are not stopping you. You are going through the classes free. You are getting instructions from your teachers, assignment to do. We do not ask you to make any payments for class to begin. Covered, that's what the tuition is about. We could charge you for that because it costs us to set this up. Like I'm talking to you, everything, it's time. And the instructors come in, teaching, time, data, electricity, all of that. So, but yeah, participating in the class and everything. So the instructor supports the access to the community, totally covered by the scholarship. All that you paid for, your responsibility, that's where the other parts of this particular slide come in, your certificates. What you are expecting to do at the end of the training, you pay for your certificate. But we are not, okay, Leo Bobo is saying, I'm from Liberia. How will I make my payments? Beautiful. Welcome from Liberia. Why didn't you join the icebreaker session? Why didn't you join the icebreaker session? Don't worry, we'll send you a link that used to make your payments from Liberia. That be able to make your payments. I'll send you a link on via seller. Okay, your payments from me. That's no problem. All right. So, and okay, I jumped to his question. His question was interesting. So back to what I was saying, the certificates, you pay for the first, you go through the classes first before the certificate. And for this training, why that question still gets my attention is that I wasn't even really intentional at all. We weren't really intentional about pushing outside of the country. That's why I was surprised I still got to you. It's not like, I could not have been. If I wanted to be intentional about it, yes, I would have done that very well, but I wasn't intentional. So I'm surprised that, someone is saying he's from Liberia. And so your payment is not going to be an option. I'll send you a payment link that you would be able to pay from your native currency and then we receive it from our end here. So the scholarship covers, okay, thank you. So that facilitator is already answering some of the questions in the session. So like I was saying, after the class, but we made it after the class, at the end of the first year, you're supposed to pay your certificate for that particular two marketing foundations, but I expected to start making payments upfront so that, it's not like you're under pressure when the first class is about to begin to pay and continue the training, because it's not like there's going to be a break after the two marketing foundations and the advanced class. So it's just following up the next week. So if it's going to be a problem, you can start making payments for it in bits. We're just all making that open, so it's not a challenge or a struggle for anybody. So before the end of the program, you've at least, if you are going to make payments in bits, you've covered your first month's payments for the foundation certificates. All right, covered your certificates for the first month. So I hope that's clear. So I'm not just repeating the same thing over and over again. Please, do you have any question around this? How much are you paying for the certificate is on the screen. The first one, 20,000 naira certificate. So what you are paying for, what you are telling to start making payments for from the beginning is not for the classes, it's for the certificates that you'll be getting at the end of the foundations training, so that you can continue with the advanced training. You want to bring something to mind? Okay. I certainly was bringing something to my notice. I think I've done that, but I'll still recap our OEM partners, how our OEM partners, Google and the likes, of them. I stated that when I was sitting at home earlier. Huh? It's my voice is low. Oh, sorry. I took down. I reduced the volume. I hope it's better now. I reduced the volume of my voice, sir. And yeah, so sorry, I'm almost being distracted, but we're actually very, very organized. I think I've answered all the questions here. I'm going through at the same time to find out if there's any question I missed. It's starting next week. Okay, what are we paying for? That has been answered. What part is scholarship covering? I think I've done justice to that. But please, if you are not clear, all right, this is how you practice answering questions before the classes. If you are not clear, ask your questions. All right, you can send a message. It's fine. I don't mind repeating it over and over when I'm teaching. Well, please just listen. Don't. All right. So, starting this. Okay, good. Is the scholarship covering? Is scholarship not covering for the certificate? No, the scholarship is not covering for your certificate. The internship opportunities, it depends. All right. So we're in partnership. That's the last question that just comes in, and that should be all for now. So, but I want you all to send your questions. I just wish you all would send more questions. But all right. So it's making me look like it's only one question I've been answering over and over and over again. So, but I'm sorry if that sounds that's wrong. Yeah, it's fine. When I was accepted, it said I'll be starting by September. So does it matter if I start next week or I'll be waiting till September? That probably was a mistake. Cannot start in September. Class begins next week for everybody. So the internship opportunities, is it paid internship? There are different opportunities that opens, all right? So it could be paid, it could be unpaid. But what we are working on is that once you guarantee internship, if you participate well, if you do well in your classes and come out good. But definitely, even if it's an unpaid internship, it will not be unpaid for forever, for long. When companies offer a paid internship, it's still within a time duration before they switch over to paid. But it depends. We're in partnership, like I said. Our work is to have partnership with different organizations to ensure that as these opportunities come, we are having they are reaching out to us and we're able to place you with them. But the opportunities is not all from our end, just so that you're aware. So it depends also on the opportunities that come along, and you can choose to jump on them or not. I don't know if that answers your question. So please, if I've answered your questions, we are working on that. So opportunities with other HR companies. So I think I have answered all the questions that I can see. Not I think, I know that I have, except I did not see. And I think I can see. All right. So thank you so much for participating in today's onboarding session, everyone. And please do ask your questions now. I just want to give some more time for you to boost and load all your questions again before I totally move to the next slide for me. But these all actually all right. So we're wrapping up from here. And yeah, and I'm wishing you all like the most blissful experience. Like I said, you begin the classes, the payments, as much as you can start making the payment for certificates like right now from today. I'm not saying that you can begin your classes to before the payment. So the next step from here is to join the cohorts WhatsApp group and confirm your track. There's an attendance form for this orientation session. So it's a confirmation that you attended. Sorry about that. That you just have to catch my breath. I attended this onboarding session. So it is mandatory as it is graded. It's going to be sent to you. Any materials that you gathered or asked to prepare, you gather them. But I know that we might have not, during while the instructors were speaking, some of this information might have not been clear. So find other ways to communicate that to you. Any other thing you need, the materials and how to support you. One thing you should understand that even if you're, as much as we'll be giving you tasks, we are here to support you through the journey. So, it's not something we're just leaving you by yourself to go and do, guiding you through. So what is next from here? To join your separate group. Someone is saying, what if I want to focus more on the advanced side? All right, let me go and read your question completely. I know I'm just saying it from here. Let me switch over. What if I want to focus more on the advanced side rather than the basic? Probably I have the basic knowledge already. And the question is, how do you know you have the basic? We don't want to take chances because the advanced is a build up of all the things we'll be covering. So we don't want to come to the idea is that you cannot actually skip it because they say assumption is the lowest form of knowledge. So we don't want to, except maybe for students, for example, that have already received certificates prior to now from the previous session for our foundations program. Our programs are unique, world class. My teachings, for example, and I say same for every other instructor, best in the world, So how am I sure that you already know what we call foundations? Because we call it foundations, you might just commonize it. No, the only way is that we've certified you on it. So we accept only our own certificates. All right, we accept only our certificate. So if you have certified you on the foundations program, then it's fine. You don't need to pay for it for a foundation certificate anymore. You can just, wait till it's advanced, then jump straight for the advanced program and continue your class from the advanced program. But you cannot say you don't have any foundation certificates from us to begin with. I want to focus more on the advanced side. How are you sure that you know what we want to cover? How you cannot be so sure? All right, all be coming for the moments. You cannot be so sure, and we don't want to gamble on it for you. So you don't want to be in the class and they are saying A or they give assignments and you cannot carry it out because you did not cover the first month. So it's actually important for you to go through both programs, except if you have been certified by us on any of the programs prior to now. So that's for you, Paul. So Sammy Fast Live is asking about the attendance. To get across to you, the link will be sent. Mr. Larry, right? Yeah, so you send the link to the group and he'll be able to take your attendance. And Gadine, reach out during office hours, please. During office hours, event is unclear. Emphasis on office hours. First class begins on Monday. Details will be shared in the cohort group, your individual cohort group. And welcome to the journey. Let's build something great together. TeamSource Institute cohort 2. So just celebrate yourself if you stayed this long. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. Proud of. Okay. Yes, goodness. Answer that question. Yeah. Yes to your question. So yes. So yes, you get opportunities. So for top performance work, exactly. Yes, those opportunities exist. All right, so thank you so much. Wrap up here. I'm really proud of you. I'm excited about our future now working together. Have a blessed day. So you can just tell me bye with your reactions and drop off the call. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.